Okay, folks, we're going to get started about talking about a series of videos. Okay, this is just going to be one of many videos on the grandiose topic, okay, of what functions, okay? And folks, it's a lot easier than you think. And I'm going to do my gosh darn bestest, okay, to describe to you what is a function. And so we can't talk about functions without talking about the coordinate plane, okay? So when we look at the coordinate plane, go ahead and draw, just a quick coordinate plane. We're going to be learning some more vocabulary, okay? And we can't talk about functions without talking about the coordinate plane because every function happens on the graph. Every function happens on the graph. And so let's review what we know. This is our x-axis, this is our y-axis. And every point on the coordinate plane, whatever, I'm just choosing points randomly. Every point on the coordinate plane has an x and a y value. I've said that a million times. So let's just say I did this randomly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So here we have positive 6, positive 3. Okay? And so that is our, this point, okay, has an x and a y value of a positive 6, positive 3. What we also call that, okay, put the star, everybody. What we also call this, and double and triple circle it, okay? We also call that what's called an ordered pair, okay? So to be honest with you, I'm saying in the back of my mind, I want to explain this in such a way that you will understand it so that it makes sense to you like it never has made sense before, okay? So not only does this point right here, and I'm going to make it purple, okay, have an x and a y value, okay, it's also, that x and y value is called an ordered pair. So what if I identified the x and y value of all 4 of these points and I just put them in a list, okay? That would be what we would call a relation. So let's take a look up here, okay? Oh, before we do that, I just want you to I want you to write 2 more vocabulary words on your coordinate plane, okay? All of your x values, okay? All of your x values on the coordinate plane is known as your domain. Okay, all of the x values, just write the word domain across your x-axis. Okay, and all of your y values. I thought I had a black marker. Here I go again. I'm so sorry. I'll have to go with the blue. I thought I had black. Oh, here we go. Thank the Lord. Hold on. Okay, and so going down the y-axis, all of your y values, okay, are called your range, okay? So your x, this is just new vocabulary, okay? Domain and range, and you may have heard it before. Great, fabulous, okay? We're just, reinforcing, reawakening the brain cells and reintroducing. I just want to make sure that this is actually in the video. Hold on 1 second. Okay, in your view. It is fabulous. Okay, so I'm going to clean this up now, okay? And let's go back to talking about what if I were to take 5 different points from this coordinate plane, 5 different ordered pairs, and I took all 5 of those ordered pairs and put them in a list, okay? It would look like what you see here, okay? So let me just erase this to clean it up. Let's take a look at what we see here. It says, positive 2, positive 5, that's an ordered pair. Negative 2, positive 3, positive 5, negative 2, negative 1, negative 2. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points taken off of that coordinate plane, 4 ordered pairs written in a list. And I'm sure you've seen something like this before. What I need you guys to write down is this list of ordered pairs is what we call a relation. Okay, write the word relation. Okay, that's all it is. Okay, a list of ordered pairs is known as a relation. Okay, and I tried to think of it, you know, a way to explain to you, you know, functions and you know how you can say good morning in several different languages. So in English you say good morning. You know, in Spanish, you can say buenos dias. I'm going to run out of ways, right? You know, in French, you can say bonjour, okay? And then in Hawaiian, you can just say aloha, okay? You know, whatever, you know, that these are 4 different ways of saying the same thing. Well, you know, I wish I had a 5th language to say good morning. I don't know. Ugh. You think of something, okay? Because there are 5 different ways to express a function, but right now we're dealing with relations. So you can express a relation just like this. So go ahead and write down the ordered pair like this, okay? And then look here, this is a positive 2, positive 5. You can also express this relation in a table. You can also express this list of ordered pairs, okay, in a graph, right? You could also express this list of ordered pairs in mapping, okay? So as you can see, they all mean the same thing. They're in different forms, but they all mean the same thing, okay? So what I'd like you to do above your list of ordered pairs here is write X and Y, X and Y, X and Y, X and Y, okay? Because this is your X value, your X values, and remember, your X values are what? Your domain. Write that down. Are your X values, okay? And then the range, I'm getting caught in this again, good Lord. Okay, and then your range is your Y values, okay, your Y values. So, so again, positive 2, positive 5 in the list of ordered pairs. Here it is in the table, positive 2, positive 5. Negative 2, positive 3, negative 2, positive 3. Positive 5, negative 2, positive 5, negative 2. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 1, negative 2. They're exactly the same thing. Only one is listed as a list of ordered pairs, and the other is written as a table, okay? Now, you take this same list of ordered pairs and the same table, okay, which mean the same thing, and you put it in the graph. This is a negative 2, positive 3, negative 2, positive 3. I'm sure here's that one, so put a check, okay? And then positive 2, positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So positive 2, positive 5, that's the first one, right? And then we have negative 1, negative 2, negative 1, negative 2. That's the last one, check. And then we have positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 2. So check, positive 5, negative 2. Okay, so we've written the same list of ordered pairs as a list, as a table, and on the graph. Now you're going to see it again, and again, all 4 mean exactly the same thing, and you're going to see all 4 of these versions of a relation, okay, on your Algebra EOC, on the unit exam, and your semester exam, and your ACT, SATs, okay? So here we have mapping, where the positive 2, here's your X value, and your positive 5, Y value. Positive 2, positive 5, positive 2, positive 5. Okay? Negative 2, positive 3, negative 2, positive 3. We have positive 5, negative 2, positive 5, negative 2. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. I forgot to freeze the screen. Hopefully it will come back. Let me make it a little bit larger. Okay, and freeze. And then finally, -1, -2, -1, -2. So I don't know if anyone has walked you through it exactly this way, but you know, I would understand it if you would see something like this and you would think that, you know, this list of ordered pairs meant something different than what you see in this table, that this is something different. And then, you know, because visually they look completely different. And then, you know, if you were to look at a graph, you wouldn't think that this information means exactly the same thing as the information that you see on this graph. And then when you look at this mapping here, you wouldn't think that this mapping is telling you exactly the same information that you see in this table. But that's what this video is for, to tell you that you can represent the same information in 4 different ways. And this is how it's going to be presented to you on the Algebra EOC, as a list of ordered pairs in a table, on the graph, or in mapping. Okay, so that is 4 different ways that you can represent a relation. And in the next video, we're going to talk about how we can qualify, is this relation a function? Okay, but one other thing I just want to make sure, you know, a question that you will get before I move on to the next video is, it'll say, determine the domain and range of the relation. So you know that the domain is the x values and the range is the y values. So if it asked you, what is the domain and range of this table, right? You know, or of this ordered pair, or of this graph, or of this mapping. It even says domain above this and range, okay? But, you know, supposing this wasn't here, okay, pretend that's not there, and all you had was this table. Well, then you would write domain, okay, and you would write the domain is 2, -2, +5, and -1, okay, and the range, you would write the range, okay, 5, 3, -2, well, you don't have to repeat -2, okay? You just write, if you have more than one of the same number in the range, you don't have to write it twice, you only have to write it once. So if it said, you know, what is the domain of this relation? Well, you know they're talking about the x values, okay? So we're going to go on to the next video, which is determining if this relation is a function, okay?